Hello everyone, we are Team 11. So our project name is Invest Right. So basically it is a program that allows investors to conveniently navigate through the stock prices, the US Treasury, and the US foreign exchange trends to support their investing strategy based on the basic analysis and stock price forecasting during the recent coronavirus condition. So now, after you download our A4 Team 11 final project file, go to your downloads directory and then go to the A4 Team 11 final project directory. And when you list all the files, you can see all the files here. So basically, we have a lot of fetch data files, as you can see. So basically, these files, these .py files or .ipynb files, they are the web scraping or fetching data from the API code. So we have those codes written in those files. So because since a lot of APIs that requires a lot of time to run it, you have to wait for a while. So we kept it separately in our files. So what you really need is the main.py file. That is the file you will be running. So before running the main.py program, you need to install Plotly library. So to do this, you can do conda install Plotly, or you can use pip install Plotly. So and also before that, you have to make sure that you have Python 3 and Anaconda installed. So if you want to check your Python version, you can go Python version. So you can see in my laptop, my Python is 3.7. And also, so right now I should install the Plotly library. And I'm installing the latest version, which is 4.6. Sorry, Plotly. Okay. So right now you can go and run the main.py file. So to do that, you do python main.py. So after you run our program, you can see the first main menu. So the the menu inside the stars are our main menu. So you can see that there are 6 options here. So if you type Q, you basically exit the stock trends menu. So, so for the first option, you get to view lists of companies and industries. So let's go to that. So in here, you can see all the industry and the company name. So basically, we have 4 industries in total. So we have consumer staples, we have healthcare industry, and information technology industry, and also the materials industry. And for each industry, we have 5 companies. So these companies are selected by us, and also the industry is selected by us. And all of these data are either being scraped from the web or using a public API. As you can see, so later you will use the code here to try to find the company's analysis that you want. So let's go to option 2. So for option 2, it has a similar menu here. So basically, it just shows you to choose a company to view detailed stock analysis. So to choose that, you input the stock code here. So let's say we want to view Johnson & Johnson, and the code for Johnson & Johnson is J&J. So right now we are into option 2 submenu. So what do you want to know about Johnson & Johnson? So you can select the following options. So there are 5 options in total. So the first one is view stock summary and descriptive statistics. So let's go to that sub option. So in this option, you can see that for Johnson & Johnson in the healthcare industry, it has a stock price of 152, and it is right now bullish for its stock trend. And also below here, you can see that we have its descriptive statistics for the open price, the high, the low, the close, and also the volume. And we use statistical data to generate 25%, 50%, and 70% average of the prices, and also we get the maximum prices. So here you can get the basic information of Johnson & Johnson. So what does the stock trends looks like? So let's go to option 2. So right now it will pop up a window and that's enlarge it. So this is the stock trend visualization. So on top of it, you can see that the stock trend of Johnson & Johnson from March 1st to basically April 17th. So how does this stock trend looks like? And also we compare it within the healthcare industry. So you can see that Johnson & Johnson compared to other industry, it works pretty well. And also, since we're analyzing the stock prices during the coronavirus pandemic, we are also combining the trend of new daily confirmed cases with the Johnson & Johnson stock price variation. So you can see that as the how does it work with the coronavirus daily confirmed cases. So this is all the analysis of visualization for the trends. So right now, let's close this window and move on to the next one. So the next option is view stock analyst verdict, bullish or bearish. So this is a visualization of knowing its bullish or bearish status. So it will now pop up another window so you can know that now Johnson & Johnson is bullish. So it is a good sign that you might be able to invest in Johnson & Johnson. So let's close this pop-up window and move on to the next one. So this one is a important aspect as we use time series analysis to try to predict try to forecast the stock price of Johnson & Johnson. So for each company, we feed the data and try to use time series analysis to generate the forecasted stock price. So in this case, we get the Johnson & Johnson stock price will be around 151.98 to 152.58. And the model, the ARIMA model result is being shown here, so you can see the significance, the coefficient, and standard error, etc. How does the model work? So after viewing all of 4 of these options, you can go back to the main menu. So we have done option 1, main option 1, and main option 2. So now let's go to main option 3. So it will pop up in your browser of this graph. So as you can see, this is the view plot for the confirmed coronavirus cases. So when you hover on it, there is the increased number, the death numbers, and also you can see the color of it, so how severe it is. So let's close this one. So we want to know, as we want to let the investor know how coronavirus is affecting our investing strategies, the investment market, we also have another option that provides the impact of COVID-19 on US Forex rates. So let's go to option 4. So now it will show up a pop-up window also here. So you can see that during the pandemic, how the trend of US foreign exchange fluctuate. Okay, now that's close this window. And now let's go to option number 5. So for this pop-up window, let's enlarge it. So you can see how under the coronavirus time, how U.S. Treasury interest rate is fluctuating and also being affected. So you can see in different colors, it's different length of the time. So we basically subtract data from February to April 17th. So you can see the trend is decreasing, and then the trend is increasing at the end of April. Now let's close this window. So basically now we view all the options here. So what we're trying to do here is to provide our users an understanding of the economic impact caused by the coronavirus in the US and give stock investors a better recommendations among the 4 industry we picked. And so one part of the application is to provide the pandemic situation categorized by country. So that could be also seen from the code. And also we give the line graphs and the coronavirus data access using the APIs. And then user can choose the industry and company to learn the historical stock price trend. So that is through option 2. So that's all for our project. Thank you very much.